it today, and um, this one is, like I said, of the Home Alone franchise. So I've done separately, I decided I'll do one whole thing, so talk about a bit about the first one, and then start saying, oh yeah, what I like about it, or I don't, and over review. It won't be until after I've done all five of them, talk about the whole franchise itself. So yeah, so the first two actually had I'm sorry if I butchered the name, but Macaulay Culkin basically, and the first one basically says how, because basically living in a massive house and literally like a mansion kind of thing, and it's like joint family thing, so it's like not just him, his mum, dad, and brother and sister, but it's also his uncle, aunties, and his cousins as well, and then basically obviously they plan to go on holiday, and next day, and obviously you see that he's actually left out kind of thing, not just because obviously left home alone, but because he's actually like kind of like pushed aside kind of thing, because he's one of the youngest, and he's like the family basically hate him, and he wishes that they were gone, and then the next day, as it turns out, they actually do go, and he thinks, oh damn, I actually made him disappear, yeah, they're celebrating and everything, and it's like, you see eventually after a while, it's like actually start a little bit responsible kind of thing, like doing the washing and stuff like that, and then, and then you actually also see that they actually realise it when the family actually realise after they actually left Kevin, like when the head counts, there's like on the airport, like make sure they're all there, and so they're like, oh no, that's Kevin, oh man, and they try and rush back, and then Kevin's like I said, enjoying himself and living life kind of thing, doing stuff that he's couldn't do when they're there. So then he's like, but then like you find out that Harry and Marv, who are two these wet bandits, and then like he meets them, and as it turns out they're actually like obviously trying to rob his thing, and decides to basically obviously pretends that they're actually all home and came back early, because I think, I'm sorry if it's like, I forgot that's Marv, who was like one of the beginnings where he was like the police officer. He obviously expecting a house, pretending to be a police officer, like see how people live there, and then he was gonna like go and rob the place, and then with Harry, so then he actually ends up obviously like doing a holiday, so obviously they must have I must have come back early somehow, but then Kevin finds out they're actually thieves, and then he recognises them as well, and then they want to rob his house, so he decides to defend it, and he actually also, because we also forgot to mention as well, like there's an old guy who lives opposite them, you think like looks kind of like one of those creepy people, but obviously it's like the whole looks can be deceiving kind of thing, don't judge a book by its cover, because he actually may look grumpy and moody and stuff, but it turns out he's actually a nice guy, and there's actually a reason why. If he is moody, there's a reason for it, because they both meet at the church. Kevin tries to run away, but then the gold guy tells him why he's like the way he is, and why people think that creepy old guy, and then, so that's when he goes, and Kevin goes back home trying to set his traps and stuff, and then but as it turns out, he ends up running to the old guy's house because they chased him, and then the old guy basically knocks him out, and they get arrested, and his family actually, like, after lots of like turns and stuff, and twists and turns trying to come back, and those difficulties, they finally make it back, and then see that the house is actually like alright, actually like not burned down, so and then the second one also like has the same cast members, and and it's like takes place sometime after, where the family decide to go to New York, where then because obviously this time they're like making sure Kevin's not left behind, and he's like, yeah, don't worry, that's why I got my ticket in it, made sure, and then they go to at the airport, but then unfortunately kind of bumps into someone else and then loses the thing. So then, as in his stuff, and then he picks up and then he thinks he sees his dad like at the boarding bit, and then the doors, yeah, and then it goes after him, and then on the plane, and then like he finds out he actually ended up in, I can't remember if it was it. I can't remember if they were going to go to France or New York. I can't remember. I might be mixing up a bit, but yeah, he ends up in New York on his own, and his family want to go to, I think, France or something, and then, but then they find out that he's actually left behind, and then again try and come back, and he actually goes to the hotel, again enjoys himself, and then, but then, like I said, Harry and Ron, they come out of prison, and obviously they want revenge, and they're like annoyed, and then they think they see him, they're like, nah, it can't be him, innit? Out on his own, and then obviously people get suspicious about Kevin, like, on his own and that, and then because he goes to a toy store as well, which has like obviously because New York, innit, like massive as it is, especially, and then he goes to and then he actually meets them, and then he ends up going because he kicked out of the hotel, and then or runs away, as it were, or whatever. And then he goes, because he finds out his aunt, he remembers that his aunt and uncle are actually there. He finds out, but they're not actually there, I mean, like, they live there, but it turns out they're not in at the moment, and they've gone away, and then, so he stays there, and then Harry and Bob, they, like, follow him, and he sets up a trap, and then, but then again he runs away, but then he actually, obviously slips, because you know how icy, how slippery the ice is, and then he meets this old lady who, earlier, which was, again, the whole Don't Judge a Book by its cover, it looks creepy and like a bird lady, but it turns she's a nice lady, and again, she also explains why she's the way she is, kind of thing, and then what it is that she ends up saving him, and then they end up getting arrested, and his family end up finding him in New York, and then staying in that massive hotel, and because the room that they're in, obviously because they need to as well, like a massive room, and like I said, kids are in one room and parents in different rooms and stuff, and yeah, like obviously stunning as well, which is like really beautiful. Also because like in New York, like I said, it was like obviously a beautiful city as well, and it's quite beautiful, especially like snow as well. Yeah, and obviously the dad's also like annoyed because like he sees a massive bill that to get, like obviously in America, it's obviously, as you know, like how massive the prices are and how expensive they are, but like bloody hell, man, and like Kevin, who like spent all that. I think it was him or his brother gets the bill, and he gives it to his dad, like, and like dad's obviously annoyed, and then in the third one, it's a whole new cast and not connected to the like other two, and it's the first not to have, and it's like I said, not the first to have, it's the first basically not to have, let's say like Kevin or Cole McCartney and stuff, and any of those cast members, the whole new fresh one, and it's different as well, and not to have Marv or Harry. So in this one, it's actually, it's like these terrorists, they have this like chip, but it turns out they put it in a car, and it turns out there's like cars, and it turns out this old lady got it because it got and then it turns out our main character Alex lives near there and is actually her neighbour, and she gives it to him for shoveling her driveway, because again, snow and stuff, and then he actually and then what it is that because instead of this time being like two thieves, this time it's a whole group, and they actually go there disguised as different people, like obviously they go at the same time and try and find it, and then obviously because Alex lives with his mom, dad, brother and sister, because both his parents are always working, and obviously his siblings go to school, but he can't go home because he can't go to school basically because chicken pox. So then he he left home alone and he plays with, obviously like I said, join himself and then plays with a car toy and then eventually finds out that something's wrong with it and finds out that they're actually terrorists and find out what they're trying to do, and then he actually tries to, he obviously sets up traps as well, because they find out that the car and the chip is actually given to his kids, so they got given they basically found the car, but they didn't have the chip though, so he had it, so they tried to get that, and then obviously like I said, again various traps and everything, and then eventually like his family tried to come back, but obviously how icy the roads are and everything, so quite difficult, and then Alex eventually gets them arrested, but except for one, which is the leader, who find out is actually hiding in the igloo, and because also you found out as well, like before that, is that he gets tied up with the old lady, and again it's the whole like don't judge by his cover kind of thing again, where it's like because she's actually a moody lady, and you find out why she is the way she is, and then obviously they get arrested, and then that leader, because obviously the parrot like matches and then blows up the thing, and then the guy gets arrested, and then obviously his family make it back, and then they celebrate Christmas with her as well, and then now in the next one, the fourth one, it's sort of like the same some of the old characters, but like so his whole family is actually just Kevin, his mom, dad, brother, sister, and his soon-to-be stepmom. His dad's basically his fiance, and because parents who find out are actually separated, but also they're played by Kevin and his siblings, and the parents are played by different characters, as well as his as well as you find out the return of Marv, but this time instead of Harry, and because also someone else is playing Marv, who you guys recognise as, I think I might be wrong, but one of the guys who played Inspector Gadget, him, and basically, and also he has a wife now as well, so her, who's now taken over from Harry, who's not just his psychic but also his wife now as well, but also then Kevin, because obviously he's like just tired of the whole old saying, not just routine, but also like he prefers living with his dad because like he's rich, big mansion, great technology and everything. So he does stay there for Christmas, and then it's like it's literally like but obviously dad doesn't have time for him because obviously working and stuff, and then obviously he's enjoying himself, and then there's an old lady who's, I think she's a cook called butler, she's actually a nice lady, but then there's a twist that comes where, as it turns out, she's actually the mother of Marv. So it's, again, the looks can be deceiving thing where you think that, like, how like in the others there was like, oh, they thought they were like bad, but it turned out they're actually nice guys, quite friendly. But in this case, it was like the opposite way. You thought she was a nice lady, but as it turns out, she's actually like she's actually like a really mean, evil person. And you find out as well why Marv is like that, in the way he is, and because obviously brought up that way. And then you also see, I think there was one of the guys who was like working there, you thought was a bad guy, is actually a nice guy. So then Gavin sets up this trap, and like again, and eventually, obviously they get, I can't remember why now, it's been a while, because it was after, basically I can't remember now, but it's like, I can't remember why she's bad and why they wanted, but I know either way they get arrested and stuff, and then Kevin ends up like being happy with his old life and saying better then, and then I think the dad dumps his fiancée or something. I can't remember now, but yeah, then I know that in the fifth one, which I found out now, is that it's basically, in short, it's like the same thing where it's like obviously he gets home alone because he moved to a new place, basically, you know, somehow he left home alone, and then there's this thing, instead of two, it's three this time, and trying to rob the place, he's the usual setting up the place, and then trapped, and then after the hit and everything, and then they get arrested and ends well, kind of thing. And I can't remember if they had like, because I haven't seen it, so that's just a little bit of summary of that. And that's it. That's just the franchise. And what I like about it is that obviously, like how obviously good acting as well. And I like seeing the different traps as well they have as well, and obviously, like some of them are like different as well, because like, even though they changed different cast members, but it's nice seeing those, like how they're going to do it. And because after the second one, even though they changed it, like, you're thinking after the rest of them, like how they're going to go forward, they're going to go forward with the story, and like how they're going to do it. And because understandable why they couldn't carry on, because Macaulay Culkin, he getting older, not just him but the other cast members getting older, that's why they had to do that. And I like how in the fourth one they brought back some of the old, not some of the old cast, but like reference some of the stuff, and they also so again basically brought back some of the old cast, but like same basically characters but different cast people. So that was nice to see the like, especially some of the references as well, especially like with Marv being like, oh, this is the kid that got me arrested, like him and Harry twice. And you also find out what happened to Harry, like why that Marv met Velma and got married to her and everything, and you also find out a bit of, again, why. I like those kind of things, and it's good. Quite a few that I liked, but the thing I didn't like was, again, I guess, continuity kind of thing, like why they changed, the fact that they changed them. I would love to have had them carrying on like same kind of, obviously I understand again like why they couldn't, because again getting older, and so like I said, they were different from each other. But like with the fourth one, I would love to have like had it basically being like, obviously again same cast, but obviously you couldn't, or at least have it like the children have their children, so like say Kevin, his son, about him, and say that the parents is him, and kind of repeating kind of thing of it. But obviously, you know, not really much that I didn't really like, so yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Overall review for it, the whole franchise, basically, I guess 9.5 out of 10, or 9 out of 10, yeah, 9 out of 10. I think I was watching this video, so it's quite long, about over 80 minutes, but obviously reviewing the whole thing. The fifth one probably went, fifth one I've heard not actually that good as well, and also I didn't know that they actually had a fifth one until I looked up now, like, I think like, oh, that actually is. So anyway, if you guys watching it, like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out for my channel for more previous videos, and click the bell icon so you know when I make videos. And I'll put in the comments below what videos you want me to do. I'll see if I can do them. Yeah, also put in a comment below as well, like if you guys have seen any of the Home Alone series, you know, like let me know which one did you like, which one you didn't like, and why. And also for the fifth one, should I watch that? You know, let me know, like, is it recommended, you know, to watch? Should I actually watch it, or is it actually worth watching or not? Let me know. Anyway, see you guys. Have a great rest of the week, especially for those, because obviously those who are actually off, and I guess good luck. Then those who have fun, I suppose. But also those people who actually, you know, last week of before Christmas holidays, have had a great working week or whatever. Something. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time when I should be doing probably Santa Claus. In fact, before I sign off, yeah, I was thinking this yesterday. Should I do one on Wednesday, say about Elf, and then on Friday say about the Santa Claus franchise, or not? Yeah, let me know. let me know in the comments, or if you follow me on social media, then let me know. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I shall see you guys next time. Signing out. Bye. 'Cause if not Wednesday, it'll be